Yeah, hi there, Ali. This is Michael. I'm the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your email that you sent me, and I'm going to give you an answer. So you say, I was in an English Language Institute for high intermediate level until December 18th, 2012. The end of the session, and one of our classmates has done the TOEFL just before the end of the session and has got 45, but I don't know his score for reading, listening, writing. And then I thought, to be in the same level like him, 45, my problem is I need to have 79. Can you help me to achieve this goal, and how can I do or focus to get it done? Thank you. You got a good question. And first of all, I want to congratulate you so far on your hard work. I mean, your high intermediate level. I'm guessing you probably have pretty good speaking abilities, but you do have some significant language problems that you need to solve. So I have good and bad news. I'll tell you the bad news first and then the good news. The bad news is it'll probably take you approximately 4 to 8 months for you to go from 45 to 79. That is not easy. That's going to take a lot of work. Now, I have good news is I have everything that you need in my TOEFL course to help you reach your goals. And specifically, the first 3 sections of my online TOEFL course, Ali, are very, very important for you. Vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. You really want to spend time in those first 3 sections of my course. You can probably spend a couple of months just in those 2 sections of my course, because in the vocabulary part of my course, you'll learn 1,700 TOEFL words. That's step 1, is to improve your vocabulary, and then in steps 2 and 3 you can begin working on your pronunciation and your grammar problems, right? So I think you can do this probably 4 to 8 months. If you think of it this way, my course only cost probably less than a tank of gas, and currently my course is priced at only $35 a month. Think about this. So if you go $35 times 6 months, you're looking at a little over $180. Now think about how much it costs you to study at an English Language Institute. It costs you thousands of dollars, right? So I'm going to actually save you a lot of money, but be careful. The question is, are you okay doing work on your own? Because I'm not going to teach you the vocabulary words. You have to go to my website and you have to download the list, you download the audio files, and then you follow my instructions so you can begin learning those words. But ultimately, Ali, it is up to you. Your English instructors at your English Language Institute, they're not going to teach you the vocabulary words. You have to take responsibility and learn those words on your own. All right? Now, I've already talked a little bit about the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar parts of my course. I also have reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So I can help you in all the areas, I think, of the TOEFL, and then those 3 additional things I mentioned in the beginning. So your focus, you have to focus in all 7 areas. It will take a coordinated effort on your part and my part. You really need to focus in your pronunciation, your vocabulary, your grammar, your reading, your listening, your speaking, and your writing proficiencies. And I have right now currently over 530 different lessons to help you improve your academic English proficiency, Ali, in those 7 areas. All right? It's not easy, but you can do it. Now, right now, you have to ask yourself a question. How hard are you willing to work to reach your goals? Think about it. Students every week reach your goal when they take the test, 79 or higher. I just got an email from somebody a couple of hours ago. She received 90 on her TOEFL test, but she needs to get 96 in order for her to reach her goals. So I'm guessing for you, you probably want to do graduate study at a university somewhere, and you probably need to reach that requirement of 79 or 80 so you can get admitted into that program. Am I right? That's probably what your situation is. Now, here's one more thing I want to talk about, Ali. Now, in addition to going through the 530 different lessons and practice tests in my online course, you do need to do some other things. And the good news is a lot of these things are fun. Watch movies every week. When you get some free time, go to the movie theater or go to a Redbox or rent a movie and watch that movie. That's going to be very, very important for you. It helps you with your listening. Now, in addition to that, watch TV. But when you're watching TV, Ali, watch documentary, history, and news type programs. That's going to give you some higher level type vocabulary that's going to help you improve your listening. So that's also very important. Now, you might not like to do this. A lot of students, they like to watch movies and TV and stuff. But the reading thing is also very, very important. So I would recommend for you, part of your plan right now, between now and about 6 months from now, is you want to start reading about 45 minutes a day, 45 to 60 minutes every day. This is before you take my online course. This is before you do anything. You want to read about 45 minutes every day. Now, 3 things. Read newspapers, things like the New York Times, the LA Times, the Wall Street Journal, for example. You can also read magazines. Any type of magazine would be good. You can read some easier type reading materials like People magazine would be good. You can read some more difficult things, maybe like Newsweek magazine or Time magazine, things like that, which would be a little bit more higher level. Now, also, you want to read longer books. So that's also important for you. So in addition to studying at my online course, you also want to do regular listening and reading practice with authentic materials, following my suggestions in this video. And finally, I think one more thing that's going to be good for you. Now, I'm guessing by your name is Ali, and I'm thinking you might be from the Middle East. Am I right? Maybe you speak Arabic. Assalamu alaikum. Maybe? So anyway, the reason I'm making this observation is I teach at Cal State University, San Bernardino, and I also teach in the Intensive English Language Program, and I'm also an English professor for the English department at the same university. Now, I've noticed a lot of my Middle Eastern students, they love to speak. So for you, I'm asking you right now, find opportunities to speak English. But part of your problem is, I'm guessing, is you can speak English, but if you're like some of my students, you have maybe a little bit too simple grammar. Your vocabulary probably is a little bit too simple, and you need to improve by using more advanced vocabulary and more advanced grammar, right? So you need to improve and get out of your comfort zone with your speaking and begin using more advanced type English in the spoken language. Now, that's where my course comes in. I think my course will be important for you because you will be studying vocabulary and grammar structures which are more advanced. And the more you study those things, the more likely you are to begin using those structures, those vocabulary and those grammar structures in your own speech. Now, as you're listening and reading to authentic type materials, that also helps you begin to improve your speaking. Right? So I think in your situation, I think to go back to what I said in the very beginning, it'll probably be a 4 to 6 or 4 to 8 month type process for you to reach your goals by going through my lessons, completing all the lessons and all 7 steps, and then following my other suggestions by practicing either speaking, reading, or listening with authentic materials on a daily basis. You have to make a decision right now. You can pass this test, but you have to realize the difficulties and the time and the effort that you're going to have to put into this to make it happen. You can do this. Watch me right here. I'm telling you, you can reach your goals. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it through a regular, consistent study plan over an extended period of time. Anyway, Ali, thank you very much for your email, for trusting me, and for sending your comments to me. I hope in this video I've given you some information, some things to think about. And if you want, I'd like to invite you now to become one of my newest students, to join my online TOEFL course today. And once you join, I will send you a username and a password so that you can get immediate access to all 530 lessons in my online TOEFL course, and you can begin improving today.